Hello everyone, today I am going to teach you how we can upload Java jar file into Elastic Beanstalk, and we will also see how we can use RDS for database. We will use MySQL. Okay, so this is the AWS server dashboard. For this you have to create an account on AWS and you need to log in, then you will get this dashboard. So firstly I am going to create a setup of RDS server. So just in the search section you have to search RDS. Okay, so you will get this option. So now just click on this RDS option, then you will get this interface. Then you have to click on this button, create database. Just click on this, and then inside this uh, in the section of choose a database creation method, just select this standard create, and then in the engine option you need to select your database which you are going to use. So I am going to use this MySQL, so just select this, and then after this we have to select the engine version. So you can select any engine version. Okay, and in the template you can choose any. Okay, but I'm going to use this because this is free, so just select on this free tier. Okay, and in the settings section just write your database instance name. So I'm going to write any name. Okay, so the database instance name, like, yes, so I am writing Rose Kharido instance as instance identifier name. You can write any name. Okay, and in the section of master username just pass your username of MySQL. Okay, so just I am using root as a username, and you can write any password. So in the password field I am going to use password, and the same password we have to enter here also. So our MySQL username is root and the password is password. Okay, you can use any password here and username here. Okay, so after this I am going to connectivity section. Okay, just go here inside connectivity section, then we will get this public access option. Then we need publicly access, so I am going to choose this yes option from no. So just select this yes, and after this you can choose your VPC. So I am not going to choose anything, just leave this as it is. Okay, and just scroll down, and then you can write your port number where you are going to run your server, run your database. Okay, so this is the database port. You can mention any port number here, and then just scroll down, and then you will get this additional configuration option. Inside this additional configuration option we have to mention our database name. So I'm going to write any name. So I am using Rose Kharido as database name. You can write any name. Okay, and just scroll down. Okay, I think everything is fine. Now I am going to move forward. Okay, so just click on this create database button, then you can see our database is creating, and it takes a few minutes to complete. Okay, so you can see here creating database, and it takes a few minutes. Now the status is creating. You can also see here DB identifier which you have mentioned during the creation of this database. Okay, status is creating, role is instance, engine, MySQL community, and this is the region. Okay, and this is the VPC which we have selected. And now I'm going to click on this DB identifier, Rose Corridor instance. Then here you will get all the informations, and then in the security section just click on this VPC security group link. Okay, so just click on this. Okay, so you will get this type of interface. Then in the security group ID section just click on this link. Then here inside inbound rules you will get one button, edit inbound rule, at the right section. Just click on this button, and then you have to add one rule here. Okay, so actually I already added this rule, but you have to add one more rule. Okay, if you don't have, then you have to add. So just click on this add rule, and then click on this custom, and then click on this anywhere IPv4. Okay, and then inside this custom TCP you have to select MySQL Aurora. Okay, and then click on this save button, save rules button. Actually I have already created, so I'm not going to create again. Okay, so you can see this is the rule which I have already created. So now I'm going to security EC2 group section, and then sorry, in the search section just enter RDS, because I'm going to explore this RDS section. And okay, so just click on this dashboard section, and then go here, and then click on this database section in the left section. Okay, and you can see the status is still backing up, it is not active, so just wait for a few minutes. Now the status is available, so our database is ready. Now I'm going to check the database. Okay, so firstly I'm going to create connection between Workbench with AWS server. Okay, AWS RDS. So just download Workbench software into your system. I have already downloaded, so I'm going to open Workbench into my system. So you can see uh, no databases available here. Now I'm going to click on this plus icon, then you will get this pop-up. Then here you need to mention your connection name, so just write connection name. So my connection name would be like Rose Kharido. Okay, and in the host name we have to pass the URL. Okay, so just click on this DB identifier. Okay, Rose Kharido instance, just click on this. Then uh, in the endpoint section you will get this URL, so just copy this URL from here and then paste into your Workbench hostname section. Okay, so here I have pasted this link, and in the port you need to mention your port. Okay, which you have mentioned during RDS database creation. Okay, and just mention your username here. So our username is same root, and just mention password. So our password is password. Okay, that password which we have already mentioned during the creation of RDS. Okay, I already told you. So just write your password here and then click on this OK button, and then just click on this test connection option. So you will get the information whether the database is connected or not. So you can see here our database RDS MySQL is connected successfully with our workbench. Okay, so just click on this OK button and then click on this OK. So now you can see one database created here, and then click on this Rose Kharido section, double click on this. Then after this you will get this interface. Then just choose this schema option, then you can see here one database available. Okay, and the database name is Rose Kharido. Okay, and then you can organize according to your need. Okay, so this is the database name. So our RDS server is connected with our workbench software. So connection created successfully. Now I'm going to open Postman into my system. Firstly, I'm going to show you my project which I'm going to upload on AWS Elastic Beans server. Okay, and which we and from there we will create connection between RDS server. Okay, so this is my Java project. And in the src section just open this main and then click on this resources and then click on this application.properties. Then here you can see the server port is 9091 and the database is this Rose Kharido. Okay, because this is working on a local server. Firstly, I'm going to show you this is working. Okay, so and now I'm going to show you the codes. So this is the controller. Okay, so this is the basic CRUD application. We will create this jar file of this project and we will upload into Elastic Beanstalk server. Okay, so this is the request mapping. Okay, and this is the endpoint URL like add student, get all student ID, update student, delete student, and all. Okay, so this is Postman. Firstly, I'm going to run this application. So use any IDE to open this project, and you will get this project from my GitHub account. So you can visit my GitHub account. Okay, this is my GitHub account, and then just go here inside repository section. Then you will get this Spring Boot CRUD project. You can use this for your demo purpose. Okay, so you can search from here also. So just click on this Spring Boot CRUD and then you can clone this project from my GitHub account. Okay, and now I'm going to run this application. So just click on this my CRUD application.java and then click on this play icon button. So you can see our project is running. So here you can see Tomcat started on port number 9091, means our server is running successfully. Okay, so now I'm going to check APIs into Postman. So just write localhost here and then colon and then pass your port number here where our server is running. So 9091 is the port number, so 9091 and then write slash and then request mapping URL is API. So use API here okay, this API, and after this API we have to pass uh, the endpoint URL. Okay, so the endpoint URL is get all students. So I'm going to use this first. So write this get all student, and then, and this is the get request. Here you can see get mapping, and then now I'm going to click on this send button. So you will see here status false and message no students, because no students available into the database and the data is null. So finally the API is working now. Now I'm going to use post method here and use another endpoint, that is add student. So just click on, just copy this URL from here and then paste after this API. Okay, and then in the body section just click on this raw section and then select JSON here. Okay, and then in the JSON I'm going to add one student. So firstly I'm going to check model. Okay, so in the model we have student ID, name, email and password. So now I'm going to write variables here. So student, so these are the parameters I'm going to pass into this API add student. Okay, so just write this. If you are using my project and if you are using your own project, then you can use your parameters here uh, if you are creating any uh, operations. Okay, so just click on the send button, then you can see status is true and message is students added successfully and student ID is 1 and all. Okay, so now I'm going to click on this get API again and then click on this send, then you will get one student information, means our student is added successfully. So again I'm going to add one more student here, like another, just add another name. So just I'm using Akhil Kumar, and then click and then write any email ID like akhil@gmail.com, and then as a password I'm using kumar@123, and then click on this send button. Then you will get the information of this student which is added, and then just click on this get all student API which is available in the left section. So just click on this send button now, then you will get two students because we have added two students into the database. Okay, so our API is successfully working. Now I'm going to use RDS. Okay, for this, now this is storing into my local local MySQL database, JAMP local database, and this is the time to store into RDS local database, sorry, RDS MySQL database. Okay, so okay, you can see no tables here in the workbench, only one database is available. So in our project, just I'm going to close everything and just open this application.properties file which is available into the resources folder, and then here instead of this local host uh, we have to pass this URL. Okay, endpoint URL which is available into the AWS RDS. Okay, so just copy this endpoint and then open your project. Instead of this local host I am going to pass this URL. So you can see here this is the database URL, and the port number is 3306, and the username is root, and the password which we have added password. during the creation of database into RDS. Okay, so username is root and the password is password. So now I'm going to save this. So after saving this project, now I'm going to check into the workbench. Okay, so in the workbench I'm going to refresh this. So here you can see one table available now, means this table automatically created. Okay, because our connection is successfully working, and the column is student ID, email, student name and student password. So now I'm not using a local database uh, because we have successfully created connections between RDS, okay, server. So when we will store any data, then the data will store into our RDS database, not into our local database. Okay, so this is the table student. Now I'm going to add one more student from here. Okay, so now finally I'm going to click on this get all student. Then you won't get any student now, because now we are using RDS. Okay, so you can see no students available now. Okay, because the database we are using, that the database is RDS database, not a local host database. Okay, so now I am going to click on this post API. Okay, and then go here in the body section and then click on this send button. Then you can see one student added, and now just open this workbench and then refresh this. Then you can see in the table section, we have one entry. Okay, akhil@gmail.com, and these all informations. Okay, so finally we are using RDS database. Again I'm going to add one more data, like okay, and then click on this send button. So you will get this details, and now I'm going to refresh this workbench again. Okay, so here you will see two entries. So finally this is the time to upload Java jar file into Elastic Beanstalk. Our RDS process is completed, so just click on this AWS option, and then so before this I'm going to create jar file of our Java project. So just close this. Okay, so I'm going to close this, and then I am removing my old project, and this is the STS server. Okay, when you will open this software, then you will get this type of interface. Then click on this file and then open this open project. Okay, and then just select this directory option. After this you have to select this desktop option, and then go here inside Java project. So this is our Java project which we are using now. Okay, so this is the project I'm going to open into our STS. So just select this, and then you can see here this project is selected, and then click on this finish button. And here you will see all the folders and files of this project. So just right click on this uh, project, and then go here into run section, and then select on this Maven build, and here in the goal section just write package, and click on this run button. and here you can see our jar file is creating. So you can see our jar file is created successfully. Okay, now I am going to show you where we can use, where is our Java jar file. So just open our project. Okay, so my project is inside Java folder, Java project folder, and this is my project. Okay, so here inside this folder you will get this one more folder that is called target, and then just open this, then you will this jar file here. Okay, so we will use this jar file to upload into Beanstalk server, Elastic Beanstalk server. So just open this AWS dashboard, and then in the search section just write Elastic Beanstalk. Okay, so just click on this Elastic Beanstalk, double click on this Elastic Beanstalk, and then you will get this interface. Then click on this create application button. Then in the left section you will get three options: applications, environments, and change history. So just select this application option. Okay, and then in the right section you will get a create application button. Just hit on that button and write your application name. So our application name I am going to mention like Rose Karido. Okay, you can mention any descriptions here. I am not going to write anything here. And then click on this create button. So after this you will get this application Rose Karido environment. Okay, so here we need to create environment. So just click on this create environment button, and then after this you have to configure our environment. Okay, so in the environment tier section just leave as it is. Okay, web server environment, and you can see here our application name is showing here, which we have mentioned during the creation of application. And then click on this application tag if you want to write any tag. I'm not going to write anything. Okay, so in the environment name you can write any environment name. Now not going to write anything. Okay, leave as it is. Okay, and in the platform section uh, in the platform type just it is selected manage platform. So you have to choose your platform. So I'm using Java platform, so just select this Java option here, and then in the platform workbench you can select this select the version of the Java also here, and in the platform version you can also select the version. So I'm not going to select anything, just select Java, and you can select Java version here and all. Okay, and if you are not going to upload any Java jar file into your project, then leave it is as it is, like simple sample application. But I'm going to upload my Java jar file, so just I'm going to open this. I'm going to click on this upload your code option, and then in the local file just select this, and then just click on this choose file and just select your file. So our file is inside Java project, and then this is our project Spring Boot CRUD main, and then open this, and then open this target folder also, and this is the Java jar file. So I'm going to select this. So now you can see our Java jar file is selected here. Okay, and after this in the preset section you can select any configuration preset, because but I am going to use single instance configuration presets. Okay, you can choose according to your need, and then just select on this next button. And now we are getting error in the version level, so just write any version level. So I'm mentioning 1.0, and then click on this next button. So you can see our environment is also creating. And here you will see service role option. Okay, configure service access. Okay, so in the use an existing service role. Okay, so here you will get one option. Okay, if you are not getting option, then just select on this create and use new service role, and then again select on this use an existing service role, then you will get this option, AWS Elastic Beanstalk service role. Okay, and after this you have to use EC2 instance profile. So now you can see no profiles available here. So for this I'm going to open AWS dashboard on another tab. Okay, and then here, so this is the AWS dashboard. Okay, just select, just search IAM here, and then click on this IAM. Then in the role section, in the left section you will get this roles option, so just select on this roles, and then we have to create a role. Okay, so that this role will appear here in the EC2 instance profile. So just create a role, and then select this AWS server, and in the service or use case just write EC2, then you will get this option EC2, and then after this we need to click on this next button, and then here I am again going to search EC2. So you will get this Amazon EC2 full access. So just select on this option, and then I'm going to going to click on this next button, and here you have to mention the role name which we are going to appear here. Okay, which we are going to okay, so just write any role name like my new instance. Okay, so this name will appear here. Okay, now I'm going to click on this create role button. So you can see a role is creating, and now our role my instance created successfully. So you will see our role is created, my new instance here. So just move to our previous tab, and then here inside EC2 instance profile section just refresh this from here, and then select, click on this, then you will get the role here. Okay, so just select on this my instance, my new instance, and then click on this next button, and inside the VPC section just click on this, and then select this VPC, and here I'm going to use, okay, so instance settings, you need to use your instance subnet. I'm going to choose everything. Okay, and in the database subnet you can choose according to your availability zone. So I'm going to provide on all zones, so I'm selecting everything, and then click on this enable database, because we are using database with our project. So just click on this, enable this, and then in the snapshot I'm not going to select anything, and in the engine this is the MySQL engine version 8.0.35, and then after this you will get username here. Okay, so we have to mention database username here. So the username is root and the password is password. Okay, and so everything is okay. Now I'm going to click on this next button, Then now this is the next form which we are going to fill. So here, okay, so I'm not going to do anything into this form, so just scroll down and click on this next button. After this we can configure. So now this is the option of configure, update, monitoring and logging. Okay, so you can select any option here. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything, just leave as it is. So this is enhanced. Okay, and now I'm going to again select this next button. Okay, after this form will appear, review form. So just click on this submit button, just review this all information and click on this submit button. So it will take some times to configure. Okay, after final submission we will be redirected to this page. Okay, and here you can see the message is Elastic Beanstalk is launching your environment. This will take a few minutes, so we have to wait for a few minutes. Okay, and the status is pending here, health status is pending here. Here you can see our server is set, our server setup is completed, and this is the domain name. So now I'm going to click on this domain. So here you can see 502 bad gateway we are getting. Okay, so I think I have done some mistakes, so now I'm going to close this and just open STS software, and here you can see these are the folders. Okay, so inside src just open main folder and then resources, and inside application.properties file we have to change this port number because AWS by default accept 5000 port. Okay, so just change with 5000, and now I'm going to open my project. So this is my project, and just go here and then click this jar file and then delete this, and now I'm going to create this jar file again. Okay, with this 5000 port, and just click on this project and then right click and just go here run as, and then click on this maven build, and here you will have to write package and then click on this run button. Then you can see again we are creating our jar file. So you can see here, this is the jar file. Okay, and now I'm going to check whether it is created or not. So this is our jar file. Again it is created, and now I'm going to open my AWS server dashboard, and here you will see upload and deploy button. Okay, so just click on this button, then you have to select your jar file here. So click on this choose file, and then select your jar file, okay, which you have created now. So just open this file, and then here you can see it is selected, and just click on this deploy. So you can see this is processing. Okay, it takes time to upload. So after this you will get this message, okay, successfully updated the MyCRUD app 0.01. okay, and here you can see also Elastic Beanstalk is updating your environment. Okay, so now I'm going to click on this domain again. So you can see here white label error page. Okay, uh, and we are not getting 500 error, means our code is, our jar file is working fine, and it is uploaded successfully. Okay, so it takes times to update. Okay, but after this I'm going to copy this URL and check whether it is working or not. Okay, so just copy this, and I'm going to check on Postman. Okay, so in the Postman, firstly I'm going to check get all student API. So just replace this local host. Okay, so just remove this local host and 9091 port, and then paste your URL here. Okay, so this is the URL, and after this URL we are getting API, and after API I have used this get all student, okay, endpoint. So now I'm going to click on this send button and check whether it is working or not. So you can see with this URL also it is working. Okay, so now I'm going to copy this endpoint and paste on this browser. Okay, so and then click on this enter. So you can see here also it is working. Okay, and we are getting student name, email and password, and we have two students. Okay, so we are getting two students here. Now I'm going to just copy this endpoint URL. Okay, so this is the domain. I'm going to copy this URL, and then just open Postman and paste here. Okay, actually I'm going to add one student, and I'm going to show you it is working. Okay, so now here just enter ram and email ram@gmail.com, kumar@123, and then hit on this send button. Then you can see here student added successfully and all the details, and here just refresh this page, then you will get one more student. Okay, ram@gmail.com and all. So our project is also uploaded into Elastic Beanstalk, and it is working file. Okay, we have successfully uploaded our whole project with Beanstalk, Elastic Beanstalk and RDS.